why do you think um, this happens? And then people, whenever, wherever, feel forced to pick a side immediately without without taking a look first what has happened there. Um, you said it, or we know that Hamas is using all these people as innocents as human shields. It's been covered a long time. There was a documentary called Alice in Gaza, which really shows it very well. Um, but
I saw.
still, you saw, yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's there, it's out there. But the people, also in Germany, wherever in the US, they pick a side, and it's usually not the Israeli side. Israel is the only country that has to apologize that it defends itself. What happened if that happened in Russia? What happened if they would, we don't have to ask them what's going to happen if something attacked like that or other countries. It's
Well, you got to look at the failure to address racism and anti-Semitism. It's a running sore in the psychoanalytic movement, and it really hasn't begun to be remedied, and it just keeps proliferating more and more. And it's still the case that psychoanalysts struggle to incorporate anti-racist perspectives, and this might be a reason why it has such an engaged relatively resonance with the Jewish people, because the Jewish anti-Semitism, it's the oldest form of hatred.
something I can't, I can't just get in my head. I was for the first time in a war, for the very first time. I stayed for till the 19th, so that was 2 weeks, and many rocket alarms. I wasn't so scared of the rocket alarms at all. I was much more worried about the commandos that on the second day or so, on the Sunday, Monday, the plan was to go back to Tel Aviv. And I called the German consulate because the embassy was not reachable in Haifa. And I asked her, we want to go to Tel Aviv, but there are roadblocks and everything. And she said, don't even think about taking a car. Don't even think about taking a taxi. They might be
Yeah,
everywhere. They might be on the highways shooting
sure.
at people. And she said the only way to go there is by bus. So we took a bus early in the morning on Tuesday, 7 o'clock, and I saw there was one police car outside of the city. If there was a commando, they would have taken it immediately out. Got to Ashdod, got on the train, got back to Tel Aviv, and then in the afternoon, the next sirens, because Hamas announced, no, we are really shooting at Tel Aviv the whole time. So it's
It just shows you how division and prejudice have been on the rise for years to an alarming degree. And the world's turned a blind eye to this. You see this in the States, it's completely divided. Um, you saw it in Israel the last 8 months with Bibi's new coalition coming in and hundreds of thousands of people protesting in the streets. And that's what I think essentially happened. They were all focused on that and they let down their guard. And that's why there was a breach of security. Again, I think more will come out in the future, but still, we have to realize one thing. If you look at the Mideast, Israel's certainly the most democratic country in the Mideast. Women's rights, gay rights, try being gay or a woman in Iran or Iraq. Good luck. You won't last long. In fact, last year I helped sponsor an Iranian doctor, a woman, to get out of Tehran because the conditions were so abusive. She can't even go to a soccer match there. Women are just second-class citizens there. Same with the gay population. They have zero rights. Israel also lets everybody vote. and it allows the Arabs to be members of the Knesset, their government, their parliament. So you could criticize Israel all you want, its policy for sure. It's far from perfect. But you still have to respect the fact it is the most democratic country in the Mideast.
You think there will ever be a day when Israel will be measured or judged by the same criteria that every other country is judged?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good question. Yeah, if we judge them by all the other countries in the Mideast, Israel would be like, wow, but unfortunately it's not, because again, it's the division and prejudice against the Jews that form these types of tropes, stereotypes. And again, everybody watching this, keep in mind, I love the Muslim countries. I have lots of friends in there, from Tunisia to Morocco to all over the place. But why can't the Jews have one?
Mm.
It all makes no sense to me. What's the big deal?